It's just whenever I go to the fridge, yeah, I'll just have that in front of me. But it's huge, and yeah, I didn't, you think, crikey, I didn't think I had that much change to make, but yeah, still got more to do though. So I ran quite a lot, a fair bit anyway. A steady pace though, wasn't really making much progress, but I was continuing to do it. And I swam quite a lot, so I got a bit of a bug for open water swimming. And have continued to do that, but it wasn't particularly good for weight loss or fitness. It was just more for enjoyment, to be honest. So I was swim fit. And then I did a few triathlons about 4 or 5 years ago, so pretty active and pretty fit all around, to be honest, but quite prone to injury as I was getting older, I suppose.
Yeah. And I'd say you're probably quite performance orientated, aren't you, from a training point of view? You like getting better.
Yeah, there's got to be a purpose to what I do. I think I don't just like going out and jogging around the block for no good reason. Yeah, I always had a target. I was getting slower and more injury prone and putting weight on. So I think I was probably when I came to see you, practically in tears, I think, but I was probably the heaviest I'd been for a very long time, and I wasn't enjoying my running. I wasn't sleeping very well. I wasn't eating very well. I was pretty stressed. So I think work was pretty full on, and I was finding excuses to not exercise, and it was just a bit of a downward spiral, which I'm sure you recognize in lots of people. So I just needed something to break the cycle, really, and get back into it and start enjoying it again, and not feeling lethargic and rubbish, which is pretty much where I was. Felt pretty rotten. Yeah, so I was pretty ignorant to it, wasn't I? We laugh about this. We still laugh about this because I had used the phrase mindless weightlifting, and I just assumed it was for people to bulk up and to, who were just all for the aesthetics, really, and not about being fit and healthy. So I was a real skeptic, probably one of the most skeptical people about weightlifting. I'd never been in a gym in my life, really. Maybe I'd dabbled at it a couple of times when it was raining, but didn't really like it, didn't like the four walls, and didn't really think weightlifting was for me. It just wasn't what I did. Massive, absolutely massive, life-changing. So I think I still get surprised now at how you can elevate your heart rate by just standing with your feet in the same place and lifting heavy weights. So that still surprises me 3 months in, 4 months in. Absolutely. But yeah, no, but just, I suppose, I feel 100 times better. So I haven't really changed weight. A little bit I have, but I feel healthy. I feel stronger. I'm less prone to injury. So before, I think I had problems with my posture and sitting at my desk all the time. I had quite a lot of neck pain, which we now know was stress pain as well as maybe posture pain. And I was just getting injured all the time. And now I just feel strong and like I can push myself without thinking I'm going to break myself. And actually getting a real buzz out of it as well. So even the 7 a.m. sessions indoors, which I never thought I would ever hear myself say, but I've got a real kick out of it. So quite a lot of an adrenaline rush from actually doing the sessions and achieving and lifting more, as well as the feel-good factor.
Were you surprised by the endorphins from lifting weights?
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't think that was possible at all. Well, I mean, I remember having the conversation with you pretty after the first or second session, thinking and telling you how amazingly, how surprised I was at the fact that I was getting a buzz out of it. I thought I would absolutely hate it. I thought it would be something I would have to endure, to be honest.
Yeah, and, more mature.
I think kind of the buzz that I got when I texted you about this was when I actually went and did my first run after I'd been training for 2 or 3 months. and I just ran, just went out and ran, no kind of ulterior motive, just no target really, and ran the fastest mile I'd ran in about 15 years without really thinking about it, just because I felt strong. Because I'm using muscles to drive me up the hills, and obviously my core I think was stronger as well. So yeah,
And
I'm a swim.
we didn't do running once, did we? Not in a workout. We haven't been running once.
No, we hadn't done any run training, and not even that. But I hadn't actually been running on my own that much. I'd done the odd little bit, but not. So I'd kind of stopped running and focused all my efforts on strength training and being in the gym, and I didn't really have much time to do much more than that. So from not running for 2 or 3 months to then going out and running faster than I'd ran for years was quite a surprise.
Yeah. One
of my high points was when I deadlifted 60 kilograms, my own body weight, and I never even thought that was something I ever wanted to do. I just didn't think that I would get a kick out of that. So actually being able to lift proper weights and get onto the bottom rack when I was doing my squats, as you call it. So being able to lift, I can't remember the weight now, but quite a decent weight and squatting a decent weight.
Yeah,
I got a buzz out of that.
27.5 goblet squat.
27.5, that's right. Yeah. Because I was sitting at 20 for a while. So that I got a buzz out of that, and then my other buzz was being able to do press ups. So remember, I years ago, when I was younger, I did gymnastics. I could do loads of press ups, and I hadn't been able to do a single one for years and years. And now I think I can actually do 30 now in 3 stints of 10, but proper ones, not girls. Yeah. Sorry, not girls, knees ones. But yeah, so I love the fact that I can press up. So I'm always being sold on exercise. So to head out, I've always thought if you've got any issues in your head, you should exercise. So I've done that for years, but actually, again, I'm surprised at the fact that the gym can help with that. So I suppose the telling sign that it was helping me mentally was the fact that when it closed, and the big dip I had when I couldn't go anymore, and the negative impact that had on my mental health was quite, as I'm sure lots of people, is quite significant. So it was definitely making a difference. Well, it's helped me sleep better, and I've eaten better, and I've exercised more, which has generally just helped me in life and in well-being and my mental health. So yeah, all around good. Good, not pushy. So I didn't really want to have to weigh food. I know you've hinted at it a couple of times, and I've never really grasped that, because I didn't want to have to count every calorie and weigh every ounce of food. But so I haven't. But actually, just having knowledge of macros and protein and fat and carbs and thinking a bit more about what's in stuff has been enough for me to eat much more healthily. So I've cooked everything from scratch. I've actually enjoyed cooking. I've enjoyed preparing my lunches, and just as my whole family have. Although they're sick of me talking about protein now, but yeah, but yeah, no, I've generally enjoyed my food. I still had Easter eggs with my breakfast this morning, and I still have nice foods, but I just don't binge. I've loved having the healthy food. Yeah. No, I didn't plan it. I'd read a few posts, and everybody, it inspired me, because everybody else, when they say, "Oh, I've been rubbish today," and "Oh, I've been really good today, I've done this today," it inspires you, makes you think, "Oh, you know what, if they can, I will." So yeah, it did encourage me, put it that way. And just having eaten barbecue and rubbish all day, and I felt rubbish, and then sat there on my phone reading things from the group. Yeah.
And that's why I went. Mile cycle, didn't you?
I did, yeah. And it was brilliant. It was the best part of the day, and I felt so nice afterwards, and then slept well. And so you remember it's just getting started is the hard bit. And as soon as you're out, as soon as you've done that first mile on your bike or first half mile and after the run, and as long as you don't give up in that first bit, then yeah, you never ever regret it. Well, I never ever do. You always feel better after it. No, I feel okay. So I've lost all the weight that I put on while I was having my lull, and I feel okay. I feel strong. I don't feel like I'm progressing as I was, but I guess that's going to happen, isn't it? Because I haven't got the weights, I haven't got the equipment here, but I'm doing the best I can with what I've got, and I feel as if I'm maintaining my level of fitness, I guess.
Brilliant. And you just said then that you lost the weight that you put on at the beginning of lockdown already.
Yeah, I've got back down to where I was. Yeah, very little time, and it'd be very easy to use all of that as an excuse, because I've got quite a lot of excuses. I've got a lot of people depending on me to be strong for them at work and at home. An awful lot of stuff going on at work, as I'm sure everybody has, but trying to make sure there's work for people, keep people in jobs, not have to have them worry about money. And then 2 kids, so a 10-year-old and a 14-year-old who are really struggling with missing their friends, and I'm trying to homeschool them as well as a director in a business. So it would be a handy excuse to just say it's too hard and not do it. But you've got to find the time, I suppose, and sometimes it's just half an hour a day. That it can be as simple as that, or 20 minutes if that's what you've got.
Sometimes finding another gear as well, because a lot of people have the misconception that they've not got enough energy to do exercise.
Yeah, definitely. It gives you a buzz. I mean, the guys at work, when I come in full of it, they'll say, "Have you been out for a run, or you've been at the gym this morning? You're full of it." And it does. I am full of energy, but it's just the difference in my nighttime habits as well. So my husband and my kids, they say this all the time. I used to be falling asleep on the sofa. I had such a busy day at work and loads going on. I would be exhausted and really lethargic and not much fun. But I don't do that anymore. I've got loads more energy than I used to. Loads more energy. So I'm going to try and not put weight on, and I'm going to try and maintain my level of fitness. And so I've got some brilliant statistics for fat, percentage of fat loss and muscle gain, and I just want to make sure I maintain that, and also not get injured and be fit enough so that when it's all over, I can go and do what I really want to do, possibly some triathlons and some other long distance swims, but I don't want to have to start building up my fitness once it's over. So I want to try and maintain where I am then. They're bloody hard. They're killers, actually. I don't know whether it's just because I'm on my own trying to do it, but they're pretty tough. Yeah, you haven't gone easy on me, that's for sure. But I've enjoyed them though. When I haven't actually got to the end of all of them all of the time, because at first I thought it's only 25-30 minutes of exercise, I'll go for a run first or something, but I've stopped doing that because it's too hard. It's good. They're really good. I think all I would say is just have faith in the process and just give it a go, because you really won't regret it. I don't think. I don't know anybody who has started who has regretted it or who's given up with you guys anyway. Plenty of other fad diets and things have failed, but I don't know anybody who's not felt a buzz after starting training with you guys. So give it a go.